would be... He's got a cannon here.
Abraxas can also fire the cannon. Just saying.
The stairs aren't next to anything important, right?
The stairs? No, not at all.
He's gonna aim the cannon at the stairs where the fucking three assholes are.
Okay. Yeah!
Yeah!
Yes!
Actually works
All right.
once.
When you really needed it the most. And the cannon blasts into part of the stairs. A golden beam of light just arcs out of the Gumption's defensive radiant cannons, blowing apart some of the stonework on the upward staircase and splattering the two masked figures and all across the floor. However, the Nazgul apparition simply stands there as it glances off of a massive shield and it simply cracks its head up to you, and you hear bones snapping. However, Hazel looks over. I am going to shoot the snake, Frank. Frank just looks over. Yeah, go for it. He's pulling out like hundreds of roses and chucking them at these smoke serpents to his back. Hazel.
You've got it, Hazel.
Hazel is going to take a step over to the radiant cannon. She's going to angle the radiant cannon in the direction of the Intellect Devourer Worm and is going to fire.
Oh, come on, precious fiend. Get a crit.
As she does this, Frank sort of falls through the floor for a moment as she steals Frank's corporealness to use the cannon. 173 radiant damage, lashing into the front of the Intellect Devourer Worm. Hazel looks up the smoke clearing. Did I hit it?
Thumbs up from Tenmir.
Woo! Alright, Pris. So, she kind of straightens herself off, having seen the radiant cannon fire at the staircase and destroy two of her nightmares, more or less. Using the water in the air as a focus, Pris puts her hands together. Glade, come out. She's going to confer with Tenmir. Should I jump in your head or should I try to do something else?
Save the jumping in my head for later.
Alright. We can do this together. Glade, go deal with this static man. Glade leaps off the side of the earthly Gumption and bum rushes Nazgul, and is going to start slicing at him with a flurry of blows from its icy claws. Ice body glistening in the rain. All three hit.
Yes!
Yes! Go Glade!
Now, Duncan, one thing you can do is instead of taking your action, if you want to, you can coat your hand with Aunt Philly, grab the crystal, and make a Gumption action.
Huh. Okay. That thing does fire laser beams, and for some reason we didn't put a wall around the crystal.
We,
Just
yeah.
put it out there, but there's also a Nazgul right there.
Yeah.
What Philly is going to do is going to...
Oh, you rocket punching Nazgul? Oh, the poor fucker.
Yes. Oh yeah, he's super dead.
Oh, ow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy!
With the force of her rocket fist, Aunt Philly goes over and just pops a Nazgul clone.
Yeah, he's dead.
Nice.
And so Yusgrab is going to improvise weapon by grabbing one of these snakes here.
Yes!
These smoky boys.
Baseball proficiency!
And is going to chuck it at this larger one over here.
Okay. Okay, so if within a 30 feet of another target you make another attack roll to ricochet, there is no limit. Once you miss an attack, the ricochet ends. Aunt Philly chucks one smoke snake at the large smoke snake, popping it, ricocheting off. Roll it again.
I was gonna say, he's gonna look over and give her a thumbs up, just be like, play ball!
Yeah, it really makes big swarms a lot less threatening now.
That's so good.
Big swarms of 4 HP enemies, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nazgul takes a look at Glade. You're not worth my time. He raises a hand towards Tenmir, Pris, and Solomon and is going to launch a fireball in your direction. This is going to cause an opportunity attack from Glade.
Kiana, save
However-
us.
I can't.
Nazgul's apparition holds up his hand, launching a fireball towards Tenrir Priss and Solomon and his puppets, waking a wake of devastation in its path. However, he undervalued the strength of a lesser outsider as Glade slices his hand off, and the apparition vanishes.
Solomon, you okay?
Never underestimate the power of Glade.
Yeah, I'm good. Pris, thanks for that rune. That helped a lot.
Yeah, no problem. I don't want you to burn.
Yeah. Tenrir says as he waves a little bit of fire off himself. Ow!
Sorry, Ten, are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Kick ass, Solomon!
Yeah, alright.
Solomon approaches the cliff of the earthly Gumption, wind howling and rain splattering against him, and starts to aim at the smoke snakes in the cloud of rain ahead. Just gonna try and shoot randomly, I'm assuming, to take some of them out.
Yeah, kinda.
Solomon shoots an Eldritch Blast, knocking out one of the smoke serpents that's approaching.
And
Critical! I'll let you make this as a line attack. Choose where you're firing it.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, look at
Look at
that! Oh, hey, look at that! Solomon arcs an incredibly powerful purple beam of energy towards the oncoming horde of smoke snakes, taking a visible hole out of the cloud approaching.
I kinda go like, yes, that worked better than I thought it would.
Nice upgraded Super Soaker.
Are you a cannon?
I am a puppet cannon.
Hop over here. Hello, I'm a Kiana. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast some snakes.
Okay.
Sure hope those hit.
Blast. Big snake blast.
Blast.
Nice.
Takes
Oh.
out. Frank nods his head over to you. Thanks, Kiana. I don't think I can handle all these myself.
I just like give a thumbs up.
Joel, can Phillip use the cannon?
No, I mean, no, but Phillip could probably throw you.
Let's not do that. I'd like to stay here with you guys for now.
All of these smoke snakes over on Hazel and Frank. The 7 actions are gonna be 7 of the smoke snakes wrap their way around Frank and start squeezing. However, moments pass and Frank turns his head back towards Hazel and he just says, "Hazel, get over here!"
Oh, shit.
Frank pulls Hazel into his head and, using the bond magic, goes incorporeal, and all the snakes just kind of flop inwards at each other. Frank then grips his axe with 2 hands, and the vines from Hazel wrap their ways around it, and he's going to spin in a circle and try and slice all of the stunned snakes to bits. Oh,
Of course.
Every time, I love him. Oh.
Why do we need to play the game when we can just let Frank play the game
Yeah,
for
just
us?
let Frank beat Nazgul.
Again.
He just hears in his head, "Yeah, team attack!"
Hey Frank, we've upgraded from Bear Grinder to Frank Grinder. Frank Blender, Frank Grinder, etc.
That joke doesn't work, Tenrir.
Frank and Hazel
Totally does,
Blender!
he's a blender
We're a
now.
spinning rose of death!
See, he's into it.
I love them.
Okay, Intellect Devourer Worm. The first thing it's gonna do is it's gonna continue to approach. Okay, the worm, again, opens its mouth, unhinging, makes another laser beam attack, and is going to hit Glade and all 3 of Solomon's puppets. Okay, Glade loses 5 points of intelligence for the time being, which isn't enough to instantly defeat it, but Glade just got a hell of a lot stupider. At this point, Tenrir, because you're aware of our secret action, correct?
Which secret action?
The secret action where if somebody goes below half health,
Oh yeah.
I am most definitely below half health.
Tenrir, and everyone, Solomon too, you feel it. You feel, not Solomon actually, Solomon wouldn't feel this. Everyone else feels the hairs at the backs of their neck kind of stand up as the air fills with a ton of static electricity.
My splinters stand on edge.
I don't like that feeling. I hate that
I
feeling.
don't either. It's like, and then a cataclysmic crash in the middle of this outcropping of the earthly gumption. Like a lightning landing there. A form impacts the side of the gumption and stands up.
Hello!
The hell is that?
Oh god, it's another one.
It seems to be targeting Solomon.
Oh god, is this happening again?
Tyler, do you ever get sick of this?
No, not at all. But I'm terrified for what's about to happen.
Confusion.
How far of a drop is this?
10 foot.
Yeah. Then he's gonna drop down and run over to Solomon. Dives on top of Solomon and his puppets, and it's just like, hi!
Hi.
Bye! And that's Solomon and his puppets, and he's got a dimension door.
Nice.
I fucking love it! Zephyr just stands there looking around confused as Tenra disappears 500 feet in a direction, over up on top of the other! The other scaffolding with the Praxis, and the cannon just turns and points at this new arrival!
Solomon, if you hi.
Hi. What is that?
That's an outsider.
Oh.
Fercule over the PA system. Yeah, okay, no, just blow it up.
On it.
Is that you? Oh my god! Are they keeping you captive? I'll kill them all for you, don't worry!
I don't think she understands what's going on here. Oi, I know you're brainwashed and whatnot. Ballast Grimwithin's power is that if you don't hear. And then she just like puts her hands over her ears.
La 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 la.
Alright, Abraxas. Fucking blow her
Feel
up.
free to fire.
Blow her up.
Up.
Alright, if you're all sure I should blow her up, alright. Sorry, lightning person. Aims. You'll fire. Yeah.
Alright, roll down.
And she's poop.
Who the hell is that?
You should say, what was that?
Pris uses her turn, leaps up on top of the earthly gumption with her acrobatic skills.
Yay.
Hello.
Hi, Pris.
What the heck
wall.
happened there? Idea. She's gonna hold her hand out, and hearing Tenra in her head be like, use a wall, she's gonna use a wall.
I don't know who that was, but I hope that they'll be on our side later because I love them.
Solomon, you're crazy.
Pris places her hands on the floor and constructs a wall of ice in order to protect the Gumption's crystal and Joel Simpson from the laser snake.
Wow, goodness me, what did I think about building a wall around the most vital part of the gumption? Seems kind of silly in hindsight.
Probably because you wouldn't be able to see over it or through it without a window.
I can make windows too.
At this point, Glade, with its lowered intelligence,
Glade.
Oh no.
Glade is gonna
Glade,
use its
honey.
action to leap into the air and dive at the snake.
Glade.
Glade.
That's a critical fail. Okay, Glade leaps at the snake. The snake's mouth unhinges, and Glade just gets swallowed.
Well, at least he might come out the other end.
It's like a dog eating an ice cube.
Rest in peace.
Ramming.
You're gonna have to call Aunt Philly back in order to be able to use the
I
crystal.
mean, look at the position of the staircase. This couldn't be a more perfect ramming opportunity. Okay, so I'm going to pull back on Philly's maze so I can control the gumption again.
Okay, Aunt Philly appears back on Joel's hand.
And before I ram them, I'm going to create a windshield. I'm going to create a massive windshield at the start of the gumption.
Hey, you're just gonna ram forward? This is gonna hit everything in front of the gumption presently. This poor fucker is about to get window splat. Damn laser snakes. That hits everything in front of it. Roll damage.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's 14 right now. Perfect.
The earthly gumption flies forward. The snake sits atop the front of the gumption windshield, and it's splattered up against it. It's still alive, you can tell.
I can probably fire through the windshield, right?
Shouldn't you go?
It's a physical thing. No, you wouldn't be able to fire through it. Oh.
Solomon, use your daggers.
Unless Joel Sampo puts it down.
Still a physical thing.
Solomon approaches the windshield splattered serpent. You can see it wriggling and writhing against the force of the gumption as the gumption goes forward. Fireballs and explosions from Pyrrha's army just dotting the sky in front of you.
What a beautiful sight.
Wow, speak for yourself.
I am.
We're just gonna Eldritch Blast some more snakes.
Alright. Kiana Eldritch blasts 2 of the most nearby snakes, and in a sputter of gears and smoke, they pop. Frank launches a Cursed Rose at the most nearest of the smoke snakes. The worm now
Has a windshield on it.
has a windshield on it and is considered grappled. I'm gonna make a contest against the gumption.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Wow, look at that! Who could have guessed?
If we're still going
guess a
forward,
building
can it
is
take
stronger than
G-force
ours?
damage?
Damage as the snake's neck is snapped? No. We're gonna hop over to Tenrir.
Well, that thing's out of range of anything I've got except for... Hey, this might actually work for once! He creates a spectral hand right behind it to give it the bad touch. Chill hand.
Give that worm a bad touch!
A bad touch.
Bad touch.
And it's its AC! Damage it with that bad touch! Tenrir feels up that worm real nice and good.
Darn it! I've never worked the way I wanted to! How high up is the windshield?
All of the front of the gumption. The whole thing.
He'll just be like, good job. Fly over. He's just like, oh wait, this is glass. Never mind. He's gonna stab through it.
Does anyone else find it ironic that the worm is dying from a sword to the head?
I know, right? It's hilarious how much Henry keeps talking about that.
Yeah, it's really ironic, huh?
I'm pretty sure I've heard this before in like a poem.
Critical failure and a not hit. First and foremost, Abraxas sticks his sword in. It gets to touch the snake, but now your sword arm is stuck in the wall.
Well, I still have this that I haven't used in forever a day.
Abraxas tries to claw at the windshield to get to the snake, but this is strong windshield, man.
Ah! What the hell?
Abraxas, maybe you should try, like, Pris is going to leap down onto the ground. Pris is going to chuck a Eidolon spear at the worm from up here. In a climactic finale of, oh my god, there's a worm on the windshield, get it the fuck off. Pris throws the spear and stabs it right above Abraxas' head, in fact. Really close, uncomfortably close. And it just shinks through and the worm stops and just like its tail flies upwards above it and just flaps in the wind.
And soul.
And soul nab.
Yo, you let my arm out.
I mean, you could have asked me to just make an opening in the windshield before.
I thought that I could stab through. You know me and walls. I destroy them a lot.
I'm going to, like, split the windshield where his arm is stuck and just kind of, like, separate it apart.
Okay.
He shoves his sword through the skull anyway, and then just pulls it back. Rrr. Stupid window snake.
The smoke snakes that were hoarding around the sides of the earthly gumption just sort of float there in the air without any commands or control. Seems whatever psychic link that was connected to them via the Intellect Devourer Worm has been severed.
Do you think we could recruit those?
I mean, maybe.
Please do it!
Oh yeah.
Try.
Just give him a little kiss on the forehead. That'll do the trick.
Frank, you're like a magistrate now, aren't you? Like a governor?
That's not how that works, Joel.
Solomon, do they have souls you could take?
No, those are constructs.
Oh, we should probably
No,
kill them.
They're
before
made of
they try
machine.
We should probably kill them so they don't come after us again. Then we don't know how many of these things there are. Which, by the way, Abraxas reaches in and tries to rip out a tooth from the Intellect Devourer Worm.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Harvest
Souvenir.
body parts.
You don't have much time to harvest it, but you can pull the body in if you want, because this train's going full steam ahead. All right, everybody. This may have been one battle, but just hold on to the seat of your pants. This is our opening. We're pushing forward now.
You're gonna explain stuff later.
Sure. I don't know. Great. Good. Everybody drenched in like smoke and gears and snake bits as the Gumption continues into the onslaught of clouds.
And who's gonna realign the cannon? Just fall back. Just like, yay, we killed it.
Woo.
And then lightning or something proceeds to happen. He's just like, God damn it!
As you fall backwards and realign the cannon, a form behind you catches you. They still have mud, but good job.
Yeah.
Thunder kind of crackles in the distance, the shots of fireballs going off, and Pyrrha's ships engaging in what you can see as a bunch more Intellect Devourer Worms. There's kind of a horde of the things out there.
Why did it have to be rain and thunder?
Because that's more poetic, Frank calls over.
It's terrifying!
Fine.
You'll get over it.
I doubt it.